old house creaked around me, a symphony of settling timbers and whispering drafts that always seemed to carry a sinister undertone. I'd inherited it from my great-aunt Mildred, a woman as eccentric as she was reclusive, and a woman who, according to local whispers, had dabbled in things best left undisturbed. I dismissed the gossip as small-town superstition, a product of her peculiar habits and the Gothic architecture of her home. Until Clara. Clara was my younger sister, and for weeks she'd been a shadow of herself, pale, withdrawn, and plagued by nightmares that left her screaming in the dead of night. She started talking to herself, or rather, to someone I couldn't see. At first, I thought it was an imaginary friend, a coping mechanism for the unsettling atmosphere of the house. But then, her drawings began. They were crude, childlike scribbles, but the subjects were terrifyingly consistent. A lanky, distorted figure with eyes like smudged charcoal, and a gaping maw that seemed to stretch across the page. Clara called her whispers. "She tells me things," Clara confessed one afternoon, her voice a barely audible rasp. She says she wants me to join her. I tried to rationalize it. Mildred's old, dusty books, the isolation, the unsettling silence of the house. But Clara's fear was palpable, a cold, gnawing dread that infected me too. One evening, I found her staring intently at a darkened corner of my bedroom, her small body rigid with terror. "She's there," Clara whispered, pointing a trembling finger. "Whispers is there. She's angry because you don't believe her." I forced myself to look. Nothing, just shadows playing tricks. But then, a coldness that had nothing to do with the draft seeped into the room. The air grew heavy, thick with an unseen presence. I felt a prickling sensation on the back of my neck, as if I were being watched by 1,000 unseen eyes. The shadows in the corner seemed to deepen, to coalesce into something more. A faint, almost inaudible sound, like dry leaves skittering across a tombstone, began to fill the room. Clara whimpered, burying her face in my side. That night, I couldn't sleep. Every creak of the house, every gust of wind, sounded like a distorted whisper. I saw fleeting movements in my peripheral vision, shapes that dissolved the moment I turned to look. I found myself scrutinizing every dark corner, my heart hammering against my ribs. Then, in the pre-dawn gloom, I heard it. A soft, raspy voice, not Clara S., coming from the hallway. It was speaking my name, a name I hadn't heard uttered in years, a name my great-aunt Mildred had called me in her final days. It was accompanied by a low, guttural chuckle that sent a chill right through me. It was the sound of something ancient, something hungry, and it was making itself known. Clara wasn't just seeing things, she was a conduit. And whatever Whispers was, it had just decided I was next on its list.